Welcome back to Podcast and Chill. I'm Gwen, currently sipping tea and smiling at you.
And I'm Leo. Not sipping anything, but I'm happy to be here.
How are you today, Leo?
Honestly, still thinking about a moment from last weekend.
What moment?
Well, try to guess who totally froze for 5 seconds at the weekend party?
Don't tell me it was you.
Not me this time. It was my sister's new friend. Everyone was going around introducing themselves, and when it was his turn, he just said 3 words. Hi, I'm Max. The group kept waiting, but all they got was his awkward smile.
Oh, poor guy.
He's actually super smart. He works in tech and even reads philosophy for fun.
Genius brain. But the social skills lagged a bit.
Exactly. It made me realize that introducing yourself sounds easy, but for a lot of people, it's actually a big challenge.
Whether it's a party, a class, or a job interview, we all face that same question. So, tell me about yourself.
That's why today we're diving into self-introductions in a way that's calm, real, and made for connection.
And maybe, after this episode, you'll see it not as pressure, but as a quiet chance to share a little piece of yourself.
Gwen's going to help people like Max feel less pressured when introducing themselves.
Aha, very funny, Leo. You're so helpful.
Well, my kind of helpful just means making you look good. Now come on, help us out for real.
Fine. Let's do this. If Max had just one simple formula to follow, maybe things would have gone differently.
Oh, a formula?
Yep. Just 3 parts. Now. Before. Next.
Okay, sounds like a timeline.
Exactly. You walk someone through where you are, where you've been, and where you want to go. Start with the now. Something like, "Hi, I'm Anna. I work in marketing." Short and simple, but it gives people a place to meet you.
I think people often feel they have to impress right away, but I'm an English learner, or I'm working part-time is already real enough.
Yes, honesty is more memorable than perfection. Even saying "I'm still figuring things out" makes people feel safe.
One time, someone told me, "Hi, I'm Jim. I don't have a job right now, but I've been learning about animation." And honestly, I wanted to know more from him.
See? A real answer makes a real connection.
So what about the before part?
This is where you give people a little background. It adds color and shows your journey. For example, before that, I studied business in university.
Or, before this, I worked in a bookstore for 3 years. Even something like before I took care of my family full-time feels meaningful.
Definitely. Everyone has a story. The goal isn't to impress, it's to humanize.
And for learners, this is a fun way to recycle past tense.
Exactly. Language plus life equals perfect combo.
So the last part. Next?
It's my favorite part. This is where you talk about your dreams, goals, or just what excites you. Now I want to help more people through social media. Or, next I hope to study abroad.
I once heard, "Next, I want to be brave enough to speak English in public." That line stayed with me.
Because it's so real. Sharing your next doesn't have to be big. It just has to be true.
And in conversation, talking about the future creates hope.
Right? People feel connected when they know what you care about.
And maybe they'll even say, "Hey, I want that too."
Which becomes the first spark of friendship.
So if someone asks, "Can you tell me about yourself?" just think, where am I now? What did I do before? What do I care about next?
It's like telling a story in 3 breaths. Simple, but personal.
Not a speech, not a resume, just a moment of truth.
And the best thing? It works even if your English isn't perfect.
Especially then, because people don't connect to grammar.
They connect to people. So try it. Just one small version of your story.
Start soft, speak slow, and smile a little, even if you're nervous.
That smile might be the beginning of something real. And after introducing yourself, the best thing to do is find common ground.
You mean like, oh, you like tea too?
Exactly. Something both of you enjoy, even if it's just a dish, a song, or a small daily habit.
But what if we have nothing in common?
You don't need to be the same. You just need to be genuinely curious. When you're curious, you listen better, not to reply, but to understand. And according to psychology, when someone feels truly heard, they naturally feel more connected. It not only boosts their confidence, but also builds trust. They see you as someone who really listens.
So being good at conversation matters more than being good at grammar?
In many cases, yes. But because this is real life, not some academic or formal setting, that's why we love this simple conversation trick. Share, ask, expand.
Give me an example.
I might say, I enjoy reading fiction. What kind of books do you like?
They reply, I like detective stories.
Then I follow up, that's so cool. Have you read Sherlock Holmes?
So smooth, nothing forced.
In fact, one time I was in line at a bookstore and started chatting with someone about coffee. Turned out we both loved oat milk cappuccinos, and we ended up sitting down and talking for an hour.
That sounds like a great first chapter. And if we run out of things to say?
Just use the magic phrase. What about you? It's short, but opens up everything. You can also add little expressions to keep the mood friendly.
Like, same here?
Yep. And that's interesting. I've never tried that. Tell me more.
This tip reminds me of how kids make friends. Like, you have a red backpack? I have a red backpack. We're best friends now. That's when we let the good vibes show. And suddenly, people feel safe to talk to us. Adults just forget how easy it can be.
Exactly. Finding common ground doesn't need to be deep, just honest. And sometimes the best way to connect is to notice something and say it.
Like, I like your keychain.
Yes. Or, that book looks interesting. It shows you're paying attention, and that's powerful. Yes. A great conversation doesn't need to be perfect, just honest and gently curious.
That reminds me, not every conversation is casual though. Sometimes it's something bigger.
Like a job interview?
Exactly. That moment when you sit across from someone and they ask, so tell me about yourself.
The ultimate small sentence with a big pressure.
I used to think I had to impress them with everything I've ever done.
Yep. I once started my answer in high school and almost ran out of time.
But over time, I learned to keep it clear and focused.
Sounds cool. Mr. Leo, would you mind sharing it with our friends?
Absolutely. That's what I experienced. There's one formula really helped me. Answer who you are, what you're good at, why you fit the job.
Sounds simple, but when you're nervous, even saying your own name feels hard.
True. That's why I always write it down first. Like this. I'm Leo. I work in media. I'm good at storytelling and teamwork. I want to join this company because I believe in the way they connect with young people.
Very direct. And it doesn't try too hard.
Exactly. No need to list every job in lengthy detail. This might confuse the interviewer and make it hard for them to follow your main point. Keep it short, but make sure to include the key points. That's the point.
I remember one interview where I kept talking and forgot the question.
I've done that too. Nerves take over.
That's why preparation helps. Not memorizing, but practicing how to tell your story.
And focusing on the job. Like if you're applying for a customer service role, don't just say, I'm friendly. Show how you solved a real problem with patients.
That's a great tip. People connect with stories, not just adjectives. Once, when I was in my previous company, a customer was upset about a late delivery. I listened, apologized, and offered a solution that made her feel heard. She later emailed to thank me.
That's my friend, Gwen. And yeah, that way helps a lot more than just saying, I'm helpful.
Yes, it shows empathy, action, and results, all in one short story. It's like a mini movie. There's a problem, a response, and a positive ending.
And tone matters too. Speak calmly, leave space between ideas.
And if you mess up, smile, breathe, try again. No one expects perfect English, but they do remember how you made them feel.
That's what real communication is, even in a job interview.
So, let's be confident when we introduce ourselves, because you have your own story to tell.
And we're here too, always walking beside you on your journey of growth and learning.
If you're still with us, we're so glad.
Learning how to speak takes courage. You're doing great.
It's time to relax and give yourself a little love. Stretch, rest, and drink some water before we jump into the vocabulary part.
A refreshed body helps you learn better.
Okay. Now let's take a moment now to learn some key phrases.
Just relax, listen, and pick the ones that feel right for you. Phrase list rebooted. Ready when you are. First phrase, freeze up. It means to suddenly stop speaking or moving because of nerves. Example, he froze up when the teacher asked his name.
Like my brain does every Monday morning. Now let's go with make a connection. It means to start feeling comfortable and understood by someone. Example, a real answer makes a real connection.
Or over mutual fear of small talk. Still counts. Here's a magic one. Find common ground. This means to discover something you both like or believe in. Example, after introducing yourself, the best thing to do is find common ground.
Yeah, how about follow up? It means to respond with a question or add something to keep the chat going. Example, I said I liked music, then followed up. What kind do you like?
And it will make a real conversation, not a monologue. Let's go with backed by science. It means there's real research or proof behind something. Example, this tip is backed by science. It really works.
Next is genuinely. It means honestly or truly, not pretending. Example, he genuinely wanted to help.
I genuinely want pizza right now. Does that count?
Wait until the podcast is over, then you can order as many pizzas as you want.
All right. I'll wait. What about this one? Open up. It means to start sharing your thoughts or feelings honestly. Example, she slowly opened up about her goals.
With the right tea and the right friend. It happens naturally. And let's talk about take a breath. This means to pause, relax, and calm down before speaking. Example, we often take a breath before starting a presentation.
This can also help us build confidence and present better during a presentation. There's a helpful one. Speak from the heart. It means to be honest and personal when you talk.
Example, he spoke from the heart about his dream to study abroad. That's how people remember you. Not the grammar, but the heart.
Yes, everything flowed very naturally. Last one, fit the role. It means to be the right match for a job or task. Example, if you're applying for a customer service role, don't just say a short sentence to introduce yourself.
Try expanding the conversation using the tips we shared. So, in the end, real communication isn't about sounding perfect.
It's about being present, honest, and a little brave.
Whether you're new here or have been with us for a while, I know you've probably heard this more than once. But honestly, being present is such a powerful key. Honest words always touch others.
And when you care about the person in front of you, not just the words, but the feelings behind them, that's when connection happens.
So don't stress about what to say.
Focus on how you say it, and maybe take a moment right now to think. If someone asked you today, tell me about yourself, what would you say? What's your now, your before, and your next?
Dear friends, if you feel like it, drop a comment and introduce yourself to us. And what's one moment where you felt truly connected to someone, not because of perfect grammar, but because of honest words? These little reflections are how we grow, one sentence at a time.
So go out there, say your name, tell your story.
And ask someone about theirs.
We'll see you next time.
Until then, take care and keep speaking gently.